Welcome back on this Thursday as we look at Exodus chapter 19. As we look at this, first of all, we're going to move to a map before we do any reading to show where they have come from the Red Sea and on down the coast, the side of the Red Sea in many ways, and they are moving towards Mount Sinai. At this point, they have reached the mountain where Moses would receive the Ten Commandments from the Lord. Let's begin with verse 2, the second part. There Israel encamped before the mountain while Moses went up to God. The Lord called to him out of the mountain, saying, Thus you shall say to the house of Jacob and tell the people of Israel, you yourselves have seen what I did to the Egyptians, how I bore you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Now, therefore, if you will indeed obey my voice and keep my covenant, you shall be my treasured possession among all peoples. For all the earth is mine, and you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words that you shall speak to the people of Israel. Wonderful passage as Moses goes up to the Lord to be that interceder between the people and the Lord, foreshadowing what Jesus does for us, of how by his death on the cross we can go directly to the Lord, right? He intercedes for us. Moses interceded for the people. He went to the Lord to give the message, to take the message back to the people. And the Lord says this, all you need to do is obey my voice. Keep my covenant, and you shall be my treasured possession among all the peoples, a holy nation. As I read that, my mind went to 1 Peter chapter 2. For you are a holy nation, a royal priesthood, a people belonging to God. That I'm going to paraphrase here, that he has called us out of the darkness and into the marvelous light so that we can witness that light to the world around us. He has called us out of the darkness into the light through Christ. God led them out of the darkness of Egypt into the light of his presence there on Mount Sinai. Let's pick up with verse 7. So Moses came and called the elders of the people and set before them all these words that the Lord had commanded him. All the people answered together and said, All that the Lord has spoken we will do. And Moses reported the words of the people to the Lord. And the Lord said to Moses, Behold, I am coming to you in a thick cloud, that the people may hear. And when I speak with you, and may also believe you forever. When Moses told these words to the people of the Lord said to Moses, Go to the people and consecrate them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their garments and be ready for the third day. For on the third day the Lord will come down from Mount Sinai in the sight of all the people, and you shall set limits for the people all around, saying, Take care not to go up into the mountain or touch the edge of it. Whoever touches the mountain shall be put to death. Why would he put people to death who went up to the mountain? First of all, he's a holy God, cannot stand to be in the presence of God. That's why they were to consecrate themselves, wash their clothing, make themselves clean as possible for going up to the Lord. But yet the sacrifice system for the removal of the sins had not yet been given, so they couldn't consecrate themselves that way. God was protecting them. And remember, he said that they were to obey his voice, to see how well they would obey. And there's not going to be any doubt because of how the Lord comes and shows himself to them. Let's continue with verse 16. On the morning of the third day, there were thunders and lightnings and a thick cloud on the mountain and a very loud trumpet blast, so that all the people in the camp trembled. Then Moses brought the people out of the camp to meet God, and they took their stand at the foot of the mountain. Now Mount Sinai was wrapped in smoke because the Lord had descended on it in fire. The smoke of it went up like a smoke of a kiln, and the whole mountain trembled greatly. As the sound of the trumpet grew louder and louder, Moses spoke, and God answered him in thunder. And the Lord came down on Mount Sinai to the top of the mountain, and the Lord called Moses to the top of the mountain, and Moses went up. This is what is called a theophany, a revealing of the presence of God, a visible presence of God, God coming down in a way, in an amazing way, not just the sight, but also the audible, the sounds. It sounded as a trumpet grew louder and louder, the sounding of a trumpet, of thunder, of lightning. It was an amazing sight that God was showing his power to his people in a very different way. He's already provided it, shown it by providing water, by providing food, by providing protection from the Egyptians and Amalek. All of them, God was protecting them, showing his power. And he would show his love and care for them in the next chapter by giving them his commands. Come back tomorrow. We're going to talk about them in a way. We're not going to focus as much on them other than the first commandment, but then see what God does afterwards, the rest of the chapter that we often don't read. So come back tomorrow and we'll take a look. God bless.